we'll stop. Good. We are at 11. Everything else is waiting. On time. Yeah. In voluntary organization, you start finding, like you have lived, yes.
The appointee, I think it's still going to be here, but I just realized in all my form letters that I said would be in committee one, so I'm going to.
Okay, I'll wait.
Not 11:05, not 11:12.
Good morning, everyone. It is 11 on the dot. So I just want to give you an update. I'm Councilmember Marcy Collier Overstreet. This is a zoning committee. I'm going to give everyone 5 minutes to come to council chamber because we normally are in committee room 1. So 5 minutes or 3 minutes, however long until Mr. Evans is back. Thank you.
There's a sign on the door, committee room 1, so she should be able to see it, although I don't see her here currently.
Hey, you need something? Okay, I'm Marcy. Okay. I thought he was waiting on us. You just want to make sure we know that we have hot mics, right? Okay. Okay. I guess I do need to sign in. Okay, now we're going to give Ms. McCoy 2 minutes to come to council chambers, and then we'll get started. Okay. I think we've allotted enough time to, oh, great. Are you Ms. McCoy? Absolutely. So we're good started on our zoning committee now. Okay, so good morning. Again, I am Councilmember Marcy Collier Overstreet. I am the chair of the zoning committee, And as such, we have our zoning committee group here. Stop it. I'd like to introduce my colleagues. I have to my far right, Councilmember Amir Faroki. To his left, we have Councilmember Liliana Bakhtiari. From my far left, I have Councilmember Matt Westmoreland. And right next to me would be Councilmember Mary Norwood. And with that, we constitute a quorum, so we will be conducting our business today. As such, I call this meeting to order. And the gavel works. A motion to adopt the agenda. I'm going to speak slow just because. Second by Liliana Bakhtiari. Please prepare the vote. Thank you. The agenda is adopted, 5 yeas, 0 nays. And with that, I motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Norwood. Please prepare the vote.
The vote is open. And the vote is closed.
Thank you. The minutes are adopted with the count of 5 yeas, 0 nays. That moves us on to our public comment. Anyone here for public comment will receive 3 minutes to do so. Any items for anything other than items that are on the agenda. Do we have anyone signed up? No one signed up for public comment, so we're going to move on to our public hearing. Our first agenda item requires a public hearing, so I move to open the public hearing.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Westmoreland. Please prepare the vote.
The vote is open. And the vote is closed. 5 yeas, 0 nays.
Thank you. 5 yeas, 0 nays. We are in our public hearing. Since we only have one item, I'll read this in. It is item number 23-0-1589, MRPA 23-08, an ordinance by zoning committee to grant a certificate under the provisions of the Metropolitan River Protection Act to allow the construction of a 2-story single-family detached dwelling for a property located at 2167 Main Street Northwest, 8.4 acres inland, lot number 253 of the 17th District, Fulton County, Georgia. Owner CNA Investors, applicant Ajay Fortune, NPUD, Council District 9. Is there anyone here for public comment during our public hearing? Anyone signed up? No one signed up, so we are going to move to close the public hearing. Second by Bakhtiari. Please prepare to vote.
The vote is open. And the vote is closed. 5 yeas, 0 nays.
Okay, so the public hearing is closed. With such, I'll move to approve 23-0-1589. Is there a second? Second by Bakhtiari. Please prepare the vote.
Would all members please vote? The vote is closed. 5 yeas, 0 nays.
Thank you. We have adopted favorably that ordinance. Moving on to communications. We have one communication, a communication by council members Howard Shook, District 7, Mary Norwood, District 8, Matt Westmoreland, Post 2 at large, reappointing Ms. Sherry Gates McCoy to serve as a member of the Zoning Review Board. This appointment is for a term of 2 years to begin retroactively on October 4th, 2023 to expire October 3rd, 2025. Is Ms. McCoy here and ready to speak about why you'd like to serve? on the Zoning Review Board.
Thank you to the committee members. My experience in this position, I've been in it for 2 years now. Prior to that, I was on MPUA for several years and spent about 20 years involved in the Paces Civic Association, involved with zoning matters there. I'm an attorney here in the city, and I'm happy to serve.
Well, Ms. McCoy, I for one want to say thank you for allotting time to come today to speak on your behalf. Also, thank you for serving, especially in the past, and the fact that you're willing to continue on. I really appreciate that. Does anyone have any questions for Ms. McCoy? Move approval by Matt Westmoreland, second by Norwood. Please prepare the vote.
But the vote is open. And the vote is closed. 5 yeas, 0 nays.
Thank you so much.
Of course. So Mary wants to also be my co-chair.
Only when I'm personally involved. I just wanted
Absolutely.
to make sure you knew you did not need to come back on Monday. You've been unanimously approved today.
Oh, good. Thank you so much.
And she loves having a hot mic. Thank you so much for coming
Okay,
to
thank
zoning
you.
today.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
And as stated by Councilmember Norwood, there's no need for our new appointee to come back for full council for ratification. Moving on to ordinances for first read, there are 8, and we will sound those in at our next full council, which will be on Monday, November 20th, so no action is necessary for that today. And that brings us to ordinances for second read. Director Holmes is here to read that in.
Item number 11, 230-1614, an ordinance by Councilmember Marcy Collier Overstreet to ratify Mayor Andre Dickens' October 2023 executive order imposing a moratorium on the acceptance of any new rezoning applications, building permit applications, land disturbance permit applications, special use permit applications, special administrative permit applications, subdivision applications, replating applications, or lot consolidation applications for parcels within the area designated herein and for other purposes.
Well, I move approval, certainly supportive of this moratorium. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Bakhtiari. Please prepare the vote.
The vote is open. And the vote is closed. 3 yeas, 1 nay, 1 abstention.
Okay, so the vote is favorable to move to ratification, and we're going to end our meeting because we're not pulling anything off held. Does anyone have any remarks they'd like to send to the public? Oh, Councilmember Norwood.
Madam Chair, I'm on the prevailing side of that last vote, and Mr. Faroki, whose district this property is in.
It's in both districts.
Shared by Councilmember Bakhtiari and I, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you want explanation of my vote?
I was not paying enough attention that it was a dual council members area. So we have 1 council members voted in favor, 1 council members voted against, so I don't know that we need to reconsider because it was split, but I certainly would love to hear your concerns.
Sure. I mean, I don't think we need to reconsider. My vote's my vote. I've been very public in stating that I don't think a moratorium extension is appropriate. The surrounding neighborhood associations have expressed the same. I've talked with the mayor about it. He knows my position, but I think the community thinks that opening it up for development, still with the aim of having some level of healthcare access, is the best path forward, rather than freezing things as they are today. And I'll say this, part of that is some PTSD. We have the Civic Center site, which has sat vacant as a figurative black hole for a decade plus, and we don't want to see that happen with this site. And this site, it's not one parcel, it's 11 different parcels. There's an old hospital building, obviously, but there's vacant lots, there's parking lots, there's office buildings. There's a lot that can happen there and probably should happen there. And the sooner, my position, and I think many of the residents' position is the sooner we can move forward with that, the better. But, I understand the mayor's position and respect it.
I also have a position, but I would love for Bakhtiari to weigh in as well.
So, respect completely Councilmember Faroki's position on this. For me, and I spoke with Wellstar, they are very amenable to doing something that is health-related at the site, have actually done walkthroughs over the past year. As I explained to them and stated to them, is that while I appreciate that, until we have an actual agreement, I am hesitant to move forward because I don't trust that because of the value of this property. I don't trust that will be adhered to until we have something actually written and agreed upon, especially seeing how they conducted their closure, which was very poorly done. And the fact that this was their second closure in this part of the city in the course of a year. So for me, I hope that, and I believe that the COO is meeting with them over this next week. What needs to be done is, I understand doing a moratorium on pieces of this parcel. The whole piece, all 11 parcels. I understand that not all this is going to be health related, but a component of this must be. And I will be in favor of us holding until we have that worked out. Now, I will be, however, reaching out to the administration to find out what their plan is, because we can't just leave this indefinitely on hold. So my hope is that after their conversation, there will be something that we've all come to a conclusion on, and perhaps we'll not have to wait the 6 months on this moratorium. But I will not be in favor of this remaining a black hole forever. So I will be pushing forward and asking for an actual plan.
So my view is not very different from Councilmember Bakhtiari. I just don't trust people to do exactly what they say they're going to do, and as a city, we shouldn't. So I am in favor of the moratorium for just that reason. Just want to be at the table to talk about what the use will be for that prime property that really does need to be center focus of healthcare and supportive services and resources for the city, and not just another grand old tall, beautiful building that's that would be 100% unaffordable. So I definitely want to make sure that the city is at the table. That's why I support the moratorium. Certainly open to look at the parcels, but as for this particular piece of paper, I'm ready for it to move. I'm not in favor of an indefinite moratorium, for sure I'm not, but it's only been 1 year, and they've shown us for sure that they've been bad actors in how they're handling health care and providing services to our community for the last 12 months. So this is just 1 year. This will take it to a year and a half, and I think I do have the stomach to do it for another 6 months after that, because the effect to the communities will certainly last longer than a year or two.
I appreciate Councilmember Overstreet's interest in the Old Fourth Ward. I disagree with you, but your opinions are always welcome. I will not be dropping a moratorium paper for Cascade, but I appreciate your paper.
So thank you for that, because I would never expect you to drop a moratorium for anything in the city, in District 11. But when it comes to healthcare and the huge gap that we share for the entire city, I'm happy to do it. So that's where we are. And anything else from anyone else?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so with that, those were our general remarks, and we are adjourned. That's for you now.